Girlfriend messed up but not sure how annoyed I have the right to be. Last night me, M18, and my girlfriend, F18, agreed that I'd sleep at her place and we could spend the evening together just relaxing watching films. I'm a very busy person and tend to prefer relaxing dates like this. She was out watching the World Cup England vs Wales match and said she'd be home by 9:30 p.m. I arrive at her house then and she says she'll be there soon, she's just playing one more game of pool. An hour goes past and she says she can't get a taxi home, then another hour and she says she's coming home now. Another hour passed and she sends a video of her sister calling a taxi. I fell asleep before she got home, but all in all I spent 4 hours at her house with no Wi-Fi alone waiting for her to come home after she was meant to be there once I arrived in the first place. When she got home at 2:30 a.m. she was clearly drunk and kept trying to talk to me. I pushed her off as I needed to sleep after a long day and didn't want to discuss it when she was drunk. She said I might as well go if I didn't want to talk, so I left as I was angry to just be near her. She then texted me when I got home at 3 a.m. that she was annoyed at me for leaving and we're done. She told me to delete all our pictures and chat and that she had done the same. Haven't talked since, but I often misjudge how angry I deserve to be in situations like this. How much did she fuck up, and has this ever happened to anyone else? You're right to be upset. She's protesting because she 1 knows she fucked up and 2 is too immature to handle it properly. Listen, life is too short to surround yourself with people who fail to respect you. I can also tell you that being with a drunk is one of the most difficult things you can do. I obviously don't know her, but my guess is that if you stick with her, it's not the last time she'll place alcohol above you. Personally, I'd take her up on her invitation to flush her from your life like the turd she is, and I wouldn't look back. Yeah, gonna be home by 9:30 then home 2:30, nah, I'm good. Who knows what she was really up to? Dodged a bullet with that one. I'd be angry too, honestly. I don't see how you would be not rightfully annoyed or angry about this. You have a right to be angry because she messed up and not you, and worse, coming home drunk and 5 hours late. Mate, she did you a favor. Delete everything about her and move on. You deserve better. My best friend slept with my boyfriend. My best friend, 22, slept with my boyfriend, 23. She has never done anything like this before, and we've been friends now since high school. She told me while drunk, after a night out, saying she is very sorry and how she didn't know how to tell me, but she has feelings for him. They've known each other for a long time, and I've met him through her. She has been an amazing friend, to be honest, and it's out of character for her to act in this way. I feel hurt and upset, but at the same time I value our friendship. I feel disappointed at my boyfriend. We've been together for a while and I thought I could trust him. Should I break up with him after this? Drop them. Don't let her get away with this. You deserve better friends and partner. Have some self-respect and show them that what they did, you're not okay with. Life goes on and you meet new people. It's not worth trying to salvage a friendship if something like this has already been done. We meet new people in life, don't settle for shitty people. Partner, 30 male, gets annoyed at me, 28 female, when I ask questions. He has some issues around privacy, and he hates prying questions. I keep this in mind when I talk to him, and I've changed my behavior a lot to accommodate this hang-up he has. For example, I used to ask where he was going when he left a room, as I like to have an idea of where people are when I'm in the same house. It's weird, I know, but I stopped asking when he said he didn't like it, and I could recognize it as an unnecessary question. But when I ask what I consider to be basic conversation starter questions, he gets really defensive or really irritated. He also gets annoyed if he feels like I should know the answer, even though I genuinely don't. Some examples for context. I woke up and he was on his phone next to me in bed. I rolled over and touched him, but he didn't acknowledge me, so I said, "What you doing?" And he snaps, "What's it to you?" We were packing the car with some rubbish and he said he wanted to take some of our neighbors, and I asked where it was and he snapped at me and said, "Over there obviously." He was putting his shoes on to go out randomly in the middle of the day, and as he walked past me I said, "Oh, where are you going?" And he snapped, "What does it matter?" He left for work earlier than usual one morning before I was up. He usually tells me when he has to go into the office, but this time he hadn't. When he got back I greeted him as normal and then asked what he had to go into the office for today. He got annoyed and asked me why I was asking. I said I was just starting a conversation, but he refused to answer and kept asking what the reason I asked was. We've spoken about this issue before and he's given some context to why he acts like this. some past traumas, so I'm absolutely willing to give him some leeway on his auto-reactions. But I'm not sure I can just roll over and accept that I can never ask him any questions he deems prying. He rarely apologizes after the fact, and most of the time when I bring up in the moment that his reaction upsets me, he basically just tells me I'm overreacting, or I already know why he does it, or he's just in a bad mood. I feel like if he reacted negatively and then apologized afterwards, or even just genuinely acknowledged the fact that his reaction wasn't ideal, then I could feel better about it. What's the best way to deal with this going forward? I feel like I've already explained how it affects me and what I want from him, but nothing seems to get better. Too long did not read. Partner either gets annoyed or refuses to answer me when I ask him questions. How am I supposed to approach this? He said you were overreacting. Which is what he is doing. If he can't improve this auto-reply thing, then he has a long-term problem, or he is hiding something. Which is it? It's okay to dump people who are assholes. Tell him to change this behavior or deal with his traumas. Get therapy or something. If he doesn't listen, then you can treat him the same way until he recognizes he is the one overreacting. It's only natural to want to know about the person you love. If he doesn't understand that, then he needs to change, not you. You're being understanding of his trauma, but not treating his trauma. He excuses his behavior and blames you for it. What are you willing to accept? In perpetuity? Also, all of this doesn't read like something from the past, but that he's actively keeping secrets now. Jealous of my boyfriend and not sure how to deal with it. To start, I had my own friends, however they weren't good enough in my BF's eyes. He got into my account and unfriended a bunch of my friends and blocked them. Needless to say, my own friends were gone. He realizes me fucked up at the beginning of our relationship and feels bad for what he did. However, I don't remember their gamer tags or Snap usernames. 3 years later, however, he still has his friend group. People that have hurt me as well constantly, but he's still friends with them because they grew up together. Most of his friends are males and have even admitted to me and several others in our friend group that they were just friends with me because they thought they had a chance. This friend group recycles each other's GFs. My boyfriend can get online for 2 minutes and get several party invites and messages. He can make friends easily by going into Discord servers and getting invited to raids and other servers. But when it comes to me, no one wants to talk to me. He can make friends so easily, but I can't. I feel so lonely and I wish I had what he had. I even bought a new headset and was excited. I told the very few friends I have and no one even wanted to play, even though they were online. I can't help but just want to sell my console at this point. It breaks my heart, but I'm so tired of trying to put myself out there. I guess what I'm asking for is relationship and friendship advice. Also, my approach on making friends is responding to gaming Facebook group posts. I do the same as others do. Give my gamer tag, then list off games I play and what times I'm active on. I've only ever gotten a few ads, but my boyfriend always seems to want to join the parties and I end up being ignored after. Get a new boyfriend, or at least get rid of that one. IDK. This relationship sounds fairly toxic. He isn't doing anything to add to your happiness by this description. With my experience, your happiness isn't the responsibility of your partner, but they should want to contribute to it. How you deal with it is by dumping him. WTF. He should have been gone after unfriending and blocking on your account. You'll be bummed if you sell the console. Get rid of that butthead and keep the console. Friendship is overrated to me anyway. Can't you go to your list of blocked users and unblock them all? Get out. That's abusive, controlling, and toxic behavior. He's completely in the wrong and you deserve better. As for not being able to find old friends, have you checked your blocked list? You might be able to find them there and re-add them.